The 60 Minutes interview was a great chance to hear Harry and Meghan's story in case you missed their 2-hour sit-down with Oprah or their 6-part Netflix documentary.
President Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK that will reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
No! I refuse! I'm sick of it!
Like, my life was so hard. Everybody's life is hard.
Yeah,
you were the prince of a
That's true.
goddamn country who dressed up as a Nazi, and now you're trying to come back as the Pope? Suck it.
Now for the tricky part. Place in microwave. What is microwave? I don't think we have any of that.
Are you fucking dumb?
It's a microwave, silly.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess! Shake that off!
Oh!
Meghan Markle just earned herself a title she probably didn't want. Most hated person in 2025? Yes, you heard that right. The woman who went from C-list actress to duchess managed to piss off the entire entertainment industry in record time. Every comedian, every late night host, every satirist turned her into their favorite target. And honestly, she earned every single roast. So today, we're going through every celebrity who helped Meghan earn this title she truly deserves. Starting with the comedian who asked the question everyone was thinking, but nobody dared to say out loud. Chris Rock didn't just roast Meghan, he dismantled her entire victim story in minutes.
Gone on Oprah, I didn't know. I had no idea how racist they were. It's the royal family. You didn't Google these motherfuckers?
The woman married into a centuries-old monarchy and acted surprised they had issues. Chris wasn't buying it.
What the fuck is she talking about? She didn't know. The fuck? It's the royal family. They're the original racists.
They've been problematic since day one. Acting shocked is like joining the mafia and being upset about crime.
That's like marrying into the Budweiser family and going, they drink a lot. This motherfucker's invested in slavery like it was Shark Tank.
But here's where it gets brutal. The whole controversy about asking what the baby would look like got framed as this horrific racist moment. Chris Rock destroyed that narrative completely.
They're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know how brown the baby gonna be. Shit.
Normal curiosity got weaponized into a victim story, and Chris Rock called it manufactured drama. Once he proved you could say it out loud, everyone else followed. Next one's a classic. We've all seen it 1,000 times, but you have to give Colin Jost credit because he was one of the first to call out Meghan for her bullshit.
President Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK that will reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
Realistically, no one wants them. America doesn't want them. Britain definitely doesn't want them back. They're stuck in limbo with nowhere to go.
Elon built electric cars. He's going to Mars. Why isn't he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
Harry gave up everything for someone who was barely known before him. The marriage didn't elevate him. It destroyed whatever relevance he had left.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
When Saturday Night Live turned your life into a sitcom premise, you've officially become a cultural punching bag. And it only got worse because Joe Coy took over the Golden Globes and immediately went after them.
Just a great series about a rich, white, dysfunctional family, all scheming. Oh no, that's The Crown. That's The Crown. I'm sorry.
Joe Coy basically described their entire existence in one sentence. They are the rich, white, dysfunctional family, just without the interesting storylines.
How great was Imelda Staunton in The Crown? Wasn't she amazing? Her portrayal of the Queen was so good. Prince Harry called her for it and asked her for money.
Award show hosts usually play it safe. Joe Coy clearly didn't give a shit.
Turns out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing. And that's just by Netflix.
The Netflix deal became the ultimate punchline. Millions for content nobody can define or wants to watch. But the American hosts were just getting started. Jimmy Kimmel joined in next and immediately destroyed their biggest talking point.
Harry said racism was a big part of their decision to leave, which you know things are bad at Buckingham Palace if they came to America to get away from racism.
Meghan and Harry just wanted out, so they cooked up the dumbest excuse possible, fleeing to America to escape racism. The logic never made sense, but Kimmel wasn't done. He then mocked Harry Harry's memoir on primetime TV.
Prince Harry, whose memoir just broke the Guinness record for fastest selling nonfiction book of all time. The story of Prince Harold and his frozen yogurt slinger is so popular, they're now releasing a version for kids. I don't know if you know about this. It's a twist on The Princess and the Pea. It's called The Prince and the Penis, and it's
Harry's memoir was genuinely trash, 600 pages of complaining about privilege while airing out family drama for profit. Kimmel turned it into the joke it deserved, and then Jimmy Fallon went straight for Meghan's ridiculous lifestyle content.
Why does Meghan Markle make her own pretzel bags? They don't know why.
That's interesting. She takes it from one bag and puts it in another bag.
There's another bag.
And that confuses people.
This, we're just gonna put into a different bag.
The pretzel bag thing became iconic for all the wrong reasons. Peak, out-of-touch, rich person behavior.
The 60 Minutes interview was a great chance to hear Harry and Meghan's story, in case you missed their 2-hour sit-down with Oprah or their 6-part Netflix documentary.
They couldn't stop doing interviews. Oprah wasn't enough. The Netflix doc wasn't enough. Now 60 Minutes. The desperation was showing. And then Stephen Colbert joined the pylon.
Meghan Markle has finally revealed why she and Prince Harry call each other M and H.
And he'll say M and you'll say H and your friends say M and it just is a thing.
It's a thing.
And do you both love it?
Yes, and I like nicknames a lot.
What could it be? A mystery for the ages.
Calling each other H and M like they're some power couple brand. The nicknames were so forced, so desperate to seem relatable while being anything but. But Trevor Noah took a different approach. He actually started by defending Meghan and roasting the royal family instead.
And I know some people are disappointed by the name Archie, but there's one person who's super excited, the Queen. Yeah, because you know for the last 9 months, she's been like, please don't be Jamal, please don't be Jamal, please don't be Jamal.
Making jokes at the royal family's expense, calling out their obvious issues. Trevor wasn't on Meghan's case yet. He was giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Queen summoned everyone to a private meeting. Everyone attended except Meghan Markle. And I'll be honest, I don't blame Meghan for not going, because nothing good happens when white people invite you to the countryside. We've all seen Get Out. We know how this shit ends.
Give me those keys. Rose, now! Now, the keys!
Oh, be careful, bro.
You know I can't give you the keys, right, babe?
Then the script flipped completely.
Prince Harry really did that. At a movie premiere last year, he asked the CEO of Disney to hook his wife up with voiceovers.
Watching Harry network at movie premieres, pitching his wife to Disney executives for voiceover work, Trevor saw what was really happening.
You gotta admit, the monarchy has fallen off, right? No, because back in the day, it used to be like, if you marry my daughter, I'll give you Burgundy.
Royal marriages used to secure alliances, exchange territories, shift political power across continents. That was the whole point of marrying into monarchy. Now it's begging Bob Iger for a Lion King voiceover gig.
And now it's like, my wife actually does a pretty good Timon. You should hear her. Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing.
Trevor went from defender to critic once he saw the hustle. The downgrade from empire building to D-list networking was complete, and the American hosts made sure everyone noticed. But the British, they wanted blood. Starting with Jimmy Carr, who opened with the contradiction nobody could ignore.
I said Meghan Markle is, of course, a lifelong feminist, which she's demonstrated by marrying a prince and giving up her job.
She built her entire brand on feminism, then gave it all up the second a prince showed interest. The contradiction wrote itself.
The royal family, right, if you can imagine, they're like our Kardashian. Prince Harry is very much our Kanye. He occasionally dresses as a Nazi, and he f***ed up.
The past doesn't disappear just because Harry wants it to. That costume will haunt him forever.
Harry and Meghan say they'd now like to split their time between spending your money in the UK and spending your money in Canada.
Meghan's lifestyle was funded by taxpayer money. While she complained about how hard everything was, British taxpayers were furious. But Simon Brodkin still gave them a chance and watched their entire Netflix documentary.
I watched the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary. Now, I'll be honest with you, before I watched it, I was not a fan of theirs. But now I've actually heard their side of the story, I hate them.
That documentary had the opposite effect. It made people who were neutral actively hate them.
They started off and they're making interesting points about racism and misogyny. Then they start calling each other H and M, and I just thought, oh, do f*** off.
They started strong with legitimate criticism, then threw it all away with performative cringe that nobody asked for.
Harry starts describing this one date with Meghan as the night, let me quote you here, me and M pulled the pin on a fun grenade. I actually started rooting for Prince Andrew.
Harry's dramatic language is so bad it makes the worst royal look sympathetic by comparison. That's an achievement.
Harry says, how do you explain to someone who's just started dating that they have to curtsy to your own grandmother?
How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother and that you will need to curtsy, especially to an American? Like, that's weird.
And I'm thinking, maybe just tell her that your grandmother is the fucking queen.
Royal protocol isn't rocket science. You're dating the queen's grandson. Maybe ask about basic etiquette before the wedding.
Yeah, they were very worried about their safety, which I get that aspect of things after 6 episodes. I wanted to attack them.
Creating content so unbearable that people side with potential security threats, that's a special kind of talent, and Kelly Osbourne wasn't about to stay quiet about it either.
I think Harry's a twat. He's a whining, whinging, complaining, woe is me, I'm the only one that's ever had mental problems.
She demolished the victim act in seconds. Everyone's got problems. Whining about yours from a mansion isn't relatable. It's insufferable.
Like, my life was so hard. Everybody's life is hard.
Yeah,
you were
true.
the prince of a goddamn country who dressed up as a Nazi, and now you're trying to come back as the Pope? Suck it.
Past actions don't disappear with PR damage control. The photos exist and public memory isn't short. The British comedians took this personally. It was pure fury. They trashed the institution, kept the titles, then fled playing victim. But some comedians went beyond roasting and started diagnosing the real problem, starting with Bill Maher.
They want it both ways. You know, you can't be, these people were so mean to us and poor us, and we don't want all this attention, and then let me write a book about how much we don't want attention.
Writing a book about not wanting attention while doing press tours for the book about not wanting attention. The contradiction was absurd.
They just strike me as creatures of that generation. You know, you're just fragile. Just take a hint from the Queen, the recently departed.
Never complain, never explain, and rarely be heard speaking in public.
The Queen understood something Harry and Meghan never will. Dignity comes from silence, not constant complaining.
You're complaining about your hard life, and you're so privileged. It's just so weird.
It's ridiculous. I totally agree.
Complaining about your hard life from a mansion in Montecito. The privilege blindness was off the charts.
And I will not bend the knee and just go along with the nonsense. That's what's so annoying about them. The most of all, they like insist that you go along with their nonsense and their insanity and their fragility.
I totally get where Bill's coming from, and I'm sure most of us feel this way. We're not bending the knee to her bullshit just because she demands it. Nikki Glaser took a different approach and just read Meghan like an open book.
She wants to be famous. She found the guy to make her the most famous in the world, and now she's over there and she's like, oh, this isn't what I thought
What's the point of being famous in a castle every day?
She found the one guy who could make her more famous than any acting role ever would. Mission accomplished.
If she didn't marry him, she would be on The Bachelor this season. Fighting for Prince. She would be Megan M. from Sherman Oaks barista. She's just got lucky.
Without Harry, she's fighting for roses on reality TV. The marriage was the ultimate career move. Even Conan O'Brien got in on it, turning their wax figures into a running gag.
Now, I was curious what they did with Harry and Meghan's wax figures, so I found a museum employee who's temporarily storing them.
Conan found a creative way to mock them without even needing the real people.
Oliver, you have generously offered to keep the wax figures of Harry and Meghan safe.
Yeah, that's correct. And if I may, I would just like to say that I'm definitely not using the wax figures for sex stuff.
The joke setup was perfect, absurd enough to be funny, close enough to reality to sting.
They are in a loving home, and I treat them better than the museum ever did. They didn't appreciate Meghan's soft hands or Harry's supple lips.
Their public image became so ridiculous that even wax figures turned into punchlines. Then he mocked Meghan's failed jam business.
Yes. And he's like, no, I really am a middleman for jars of jam.
He works for Meghan Markle.
Yes.
Really tiny jams, harvestable jams.
Yes, exactly.
Made from the oils of Montecito.
The jam business is peak Meghan, launching overpriced luxury nobody asked for while pretending to be relatable. It's the perfect symbol of how disconnected she is. And then even John Oliver jumped in. Imagine how insufferable you have to be to get roasted by someone as neutral and measured as John Oliver.
I don't think they will change because I don't think they have the capacity to, but they obviously should.
When someone as analytical and careful as John Oliver says, you're fundamentally incapable of change, that's not a roast, that's a diagnosis. The comedian who usually stays neutral just confirmed what everyone already knew, and if professional comedians weren't enough, the internet turned her into a living meme. South Park saw the hypocrisy and made an entire episode out of it.
So let me start with you, Sam. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Wah.
Harry's memoir became a literal punchline. South Park turned his complaints into a children's story about whining.
We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines?
The setup was perfect. They claimed to want normalcy while chasing every media opportunity.
What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
Contradiction was impossible to ignore. Privacy while doing magazine covers and TV shows? South Park called out the bullshit immediately.
To hell with Canada! We are leaving! We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people! Come on, wife! We want privacy! We want privacy!
A worldwide tour promoting privacy. The irony writes itself, and South Park made sure everyone saw it.
Look at this town. There's just something about it. Oh, darling, I think this might be the place. It's so quiet and empty here. If we moved here, then people would think we're really serious about wanting to be normal.
Searching for a quiet town while filming the entire search for content. Zero self-awareness, maximum hypocrisy, and the animated roasting didn't stop there because right when South Park was done, Family Guy jumped in.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Netflix threw millions at them for projects nobody can actually describe or wants to watch. The deal became industry-wide mockery.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
They went from royal duties to $250,000 sponsored posts for random brands nobody's ever heard of. Harry's regret about leaving made-up nonsense for real nonsense is almost poetic, but here's where it gets dark. Spitting Image created the most brutal Meghan takedowns ever filmed, then everything mysteriously vanished. Alleged legal pressure forced them to scrub their content, but we found what they tried to erase.
I'm Megan Sussex, and I'm a good person. And I'm meeting another good person today, the wonderful Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, Megan, you're such a good person.
Yes, that's why I'm going to talk to you like you're an idiot.
Spitting Image opened with Megan's performative good person routine, talking down to everyone while branding herself as humble. The condescension was the whole point.
I'm preparing my guests some soul food that my British husband calls a packet of crisps. Can be a tricky dish to master, especially when a packet is being a fucking bitch. Oh my God, you've been knocked down by the crisps. So vulnerable. I love it.
I'm just down here holding space.
And now, the finishing touches. A flower.
Her Netflix show exposed in puppet form soul food that's actually a bag of crisps with a flower on it, taking ordinary things and rebranding them as premium lifestyle content. That's the entire grift.
Like and subscribe to learn how to breathe, how as a finishing touch sticking flowers on anything means you made it with love, and I share the secret to a happy marriage.
Fuck's sake, H! Don't make me get the electric collar out.
Sorry, love. I think my arm's gone dead.
Teaching people how to breathe and sticking flowers on everything while calling it love. They monetized basic human existence and passed it off as wisdom. The absurdity spoke for itself.
Now for the tricky part. Place in microwave. What is microwave? I don't think we have any of that. Harry? Do we have any microwave?
It's a microwave, silly.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess! Shake that off!
Oh!
This moment likely triggered the ban. Meghan's controlling behavior toward Harry shown through puppets, the mask slipping in real time, and someone powerful didn't want it online.
In California, we're just a regular couple living close to Oprah and far from the paparazzi.
Ooh.
But not too far.
Living near Oprah, but claiming they want privacy. Close to celebrities, far from paparazzi, but not too far when they need publicity. The hypocrisy couldn't be clearer.
The best thing is, no more following Granny's rules. Don't wear your pants on your head, Harry. Don't barf on the butler, Harry. If I want to play polo in my living room, who's gonna stop me?
Stop that!
Right away, Megs.
Every scene showed Harry being controlled while Meghan built her empire. The power dynamic exposed through puppets hit harder than any direct criticism. Spitting Image are brilliant satirists, and seeing them silenced is devastating. Nothing's confirmed, but I bet Meghan had a hand in it. They tried the same with South Park and failed. Too big to intimidate. Spitting Image was easier to pressure and everything vanished, but trying to erase content only made people more desperate to see it. So those were some of my favorite clips of celebrities destroying Meghan Markle on live TV. I definitely missed a few, so drop a comment and let me know who you'd like to see next. Was all this roasting justified, or did some go too far? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more celebrity drama.